Good morning, children. We shall continue the lesson Vadayas of Mysore. In the last class, we have studied about Chikkadevaraya, who is a prominent king of early kings, as well as Hyder Ali, an eminent commander in Dalavai Nanjarajaya's army, and as well as his achievement. Today, we shall study about Tipu Sultan. Tipu Sultan ruled from 1782 to 1799 CE, and he was a son of Hyder Ali. So, who was the son of Hyder Ali, children? Tipu Sultan was a son of Hyder Ali, and Tipu participated in his father's battle actively and emerged. Emerged means he came away from something or became visible. Okay, as a winner and declared himself as a sultan. And Tipu led second Anglo-Mysore war when his father died. When his father Hyder Ali died in the battlefield due to illness. After his father's death, he continued the Anglo-Mysore wars. He did not stop. Nobody came to help him also, and he fought against the Britishers bravely. At last, the British signed the Treaty of Mangaluru. So, he actively participated in the war, took part in the war, and British signed the Treaty of Mangaluru. And this treaty was beneficial for both the parties, and both the parties returned their captured areas and exchanged the prisoners of war. And this treaty increased the stature of Tipu. Stature means the importance or the reputation gained by ability or achievement. And within a short duration, another two battles took place between Tipu and Britishers. So, for what? The mutual hatredness. For these reasons, for two reasons, that is, the mutual hatredness and the disbelief was the main reason for another two battles. In the third Anglo-Mysore War, the Britishers lay siege to the capital city of Tipu's Srirangapatna. Without any alternative, Tipu had to sign a peace treaty with the British. So what happened? Third Anglo-Mysore War, Britishers lay siege. Siege means a military operations in which enemy forces surround a town or a building in its capital city, that is Srirangapatna. Without any alternative, or Tipu had to sign a peace treaty with the British. As per the peace treaty, Tipu had to surrender half of his kingdom. What he has to do? He has to surrender half of his kingdom to the British and had to pay how many lakhs? 330 lakhs as a compensation. Until compensation means something are typically money awarded to someone in recognition of loss. Okay, until the compensation is cleared, two sons of Tipu's were taken as hostages. So this was the condition given by the British. This treaty made Tipu feel disgrace, but this treaty made Tipu didn't feel happy, or he was disgraced, and he decided to throw the British out of India. So for this reason, he decided to throw out the British in India, and fourth Anglo-Mysore was started during that time. Again, Srirangapatna was under siege. Siege means a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or a building. Tipu fought violently and died in the battlefield. In this battle also, he fought very bravely or violently, and he lost his life. Tipu Sultan is known as the Tiger of Mysore. So, during this war, he was remembered, or he was called as the Tiger of Mysore. After the fall of Tipu Sultan, Mysore came under the rule of British. So, what happened? Mysore came under whom? A fall of control or rule of British. They handed over the administration to Krishnaraja Wadeyar III. So, the Britishers handed over the administration to whom? Krishnaraja Wadeyar III. But Mysore became the dependent state of the Britishers. Even though they gave the administration, Mysore became the dependent state of the British. Now let us study the personality as well as the achievements of Tipu Sultan. Tipu was aware of the latest achievement. He was very much aware of what? Aware of the achievement, latest achievement in science and technology, and he was a good librarian. He built Bengaluru Palace as well as Summer Palace in Srirangapatna. Summer Palace is also known as Darya Daulat. The walls as well as the pillars and the roofs of the Summer Palace are painted with the what? Paintings depicting historical incidents. Depicting means it is represented by a drawing or a painting or an art form. Tipu put a lot of efforts. He had put lot of efforts to enrich his kingdom, as well as he popularized sericulture in the state. Sericulture or silk farming is the cultivation of silkworms to produce silk. That is known as sericulture. And he modernized his army with the help of French as well as molded guns in Srirangapatna. He molded the guns in Srirangapatna, mastering the techniques of launching rockets was his uniqueness. And Tipu sanctioned grants. He also sanctioned grants for whom? For many Hindu temples, and he gave gifts to Sringeri Mutt and brought many changes in the field of sericulture and helped the farmers by giving loans which could be repaid in easy installments. He has helped the farmers in many ways by giving money in the form of loans. The tomb of Hyder Ali and the Jumma Masjid were great construction finished by Tipu. So, these two tombs of Hyder Ali as well as Jumma Masjid were the great constructions finished by whom? By the Tipu. And the minarets of the masjids are known for their beauty. So, the minarets of the masjid were known for what? Its beauty, and established royal mints at Srirangapatna and Mysore. Now let us study Krishnaraja Wadaya III, who ruled from 1799 to 1831 CE. The period of wars ended with the fall of Tipu Sultan. So, the period of war ended with the fall of what? Tipu Sultan. The British took over the Mysore state and divided 4 parts among the Marathas. So, what happened? The British took over Mysore states and it was divided into 4 parts of among Marathas, Nizams and themselves, and remaining 1 part was returned to Mysore Wadayas. So, the 1 part of Mysore was returned to whom? Returned to Mysore Wadayas, and Krishnaraja Wadaya III was brought to power since Krishnaraja Wadaya III was only 5 years old boy. So, when he was only 5 years old boy, he was brought to power, and Purnaya was appointed as a Diwan of Mysore. So, along with him, who was appointed as Diwan of Mysore? Purnaya. As they felt that Krishnaraja Wadaya III did not properly suppress, he failed to revolt at a revolt of Bedanuru of Shivamogga. They dethroned. Dethroned means remove from power. They removed him from power, and the king brought the administration of Mysore under a commissioner. Next one, that is the administration of commissioners who ruled from 1831 to 1881 CE. Commissioners are nothing but what? The administrative in charges who were appointed by the Britishers. First, let us study Mark Cubbon, who ruled from 1834 to 1861 CE. Mark Cubbon implemented many administrative reforms in the state. He implemented many administrative reforms in the state, and he transferred the capital from Mysore to Bengaluru. Who transferred? Mark Cubbon. And Mysore was divided into many administrative units. So, Mysore state was divided into many administrative units and kept them under the superintendent's supervision. Administration units were divided into districts and talukas. Judiciary and the police departments were organized well. Kannada was implemented as an official language, and new roads were built, and as a result all the major places of the state could not get connected directly to Bengaluru. So what happened? As a result, many new roads were built, and as a result all the major places of the state get connected actively or directly to Bengaluru. Bridges were built and telegraph lines were laid. The construction of the railway line between Bengaluru and Jolarpet were started. This was the first railway in the state, and he resigned from the commissioner post in 1861. Who resigned from the commissioner post? Mark Cubbon in the year 1861, and Cubbon Park was built in his memory. So Cubbon Park was built in whose memory? Mark Cubbon, who ruled from 1834 to 1861. When did he resign? He resigned as a commissioner in the year from commissioner post in the year 1861. So this is all about the administration commissioners of Mark Cubbon. And let us study the other part of this lesson in the next video, children. Thank you.